Hello, everyone. I've just launched a poll. Is this your first time attending this webinar? Just let us know. So welcome to today's webinar. As we have people still streaming in, let me tell you more about what we do. We have a daily webinar where Jin will be walking you through his thoughts and ideas for a very specific currency each day. Now, on Monday, he'll talk about Aussie and New Zealand. Tuesday, the euro. Wednesday is the pound. Thursday, yen and gold. Friday is the Canadian dollar. So today is Tuesday. So Jin will be speaking about the euro pairs as he'll be taking us through different time frame. This webinar is going to be very beneficial to both long-term investors and short-term traders. During this session, Jin will be going through what could move prices, possible trade ideas, highlight potential targets and risks. However, disclaimer, any information shared during this session is not intended to be a trade recommendation. It is solely the opinion and views of the speaker. So please remember to do your own analysis prior to entering any trades. Right? Jin runs LCMS Traders, where training is conducted to get traders to be consistent and profitable. And of course, a Forex briefcase, which is our managed account services, where Jin trades an AUM more than 10 million USD on a daily basis. Right? Jin has been invited to speak on many stages globally, and in fact, just very recently, we've been invited to Money FM, a Singapore financial radio talk show, to give his views on what has happened on the Forex market. Now, I would like to issue a second poll, and let me know, how do you get to know this webinar? Okay. Just let us know. It's really very important. While you're doing this webinar, I would like to take this opportunity to share with you more about LCMS Traders Club. Here. Okay, this is really a private group on Facebook where we teach, guide, signal, coach you to be a better and more profitable trader. This is really the place to be, regardless of whether you're new, experienced, part-time, or full-time trading. Now, if you remember, those who have, I see that some of you join us from Telegram channel. If you're joining from there, you've been enjoying our trade signals. It's absolutely free. Now, you have seen that a question you might have is that when you told where to get into the trade, you have not told where to exit. In a Traders Club, we not only give you the signals earlier than the Telegram channel, we also will guide you on where to exit with specific reasons. Just take a look here, right? We have a sell Euro USD. We actually have explained to you the analysis on why and guide you why we take the trade here. We already hit the TP1. We suggest to hold to TP2, and TP2, we just continue on, and TP3, close the trade and secure your profits. You can also ask questions here about the trade. So when we welcome, we will explain to you more. And another one here, also you buy US yen. You can see that straight away give the explanation here. And not only that, you have when hit TP1, we already, based on the market conditions, we will suggest you to secure your profits. The idea of this is really, in the long run, not only do you learn from the signals, you also learn how to trade much, much better. Now, not only that, if you want to learn new strategies or require some coaching, we have members only live Zoom sessions on the Monday and Wednesdays evening to run through trade ideas, teach you new strategies, update you on recent market and economic developments. Now, if you look here, on Monday, we have a weekly live call with Jin, right? And with weekly live call, we actually have those the economic roundups. What happened last week, what happened, and how we form the biasness and why move the market. We also have signal coaching sessions where we teach you, explain to you even more in detail why we enter a trade and why do we look to exit. And lastly, because Jin will be a group coaching, he will tell you more about what's coming in the week, how should you be looking to trade, or even trade in a shorter time frame, and also trading psychology, even more. Now, on a Wednesdays evening, we also have group sessions you can look at the tutorial videos. You can see here that we also talk about a lot of setups here regarding following the 5 steps. Now we have here the trend series we just completed with talking about chart patterns, channels, trend lines, moving averages. We also talk about how to trade differently on the chart patterns, on candlestick patterns, and many, many more. Now, All this is really opportunity to pick Jin's brains on pretty much any trading related questions that you might have. Now, not only that, you can see that in here, in the LCMS Traders Club, you can actually ask questions. We have the one-to-one coaching as well if you're interested, where this student of mine actually did very, very well, and he posted a question here. You go really, very good. He improved dramatically within 2 months. And also, you can see here we have many trade signals, new update. Members can update here. We have also trade ideas, what could happen, and then different analysis. We also have a daily analysis as well. We can click into the Forex Trading Asia and get your analysis done very, very well. Now, I also have currency watch list where every morning we will look at the charts and understand what happened in the past yesterday, look at the currency pairs with possible action to buy or to sell, what possible entry levels and potential profits we could do. And we have many more things here. Now, how do you think to join this LCMS Traders Club? The link will be set up on the chat group. As LCMS Traders Club, it is a paid subscription of $199 a year. Generally, it's really less than $1 a day. Now, but if you are facing uncertainty in your trading, taking any risk in your trades, you definitely need to join the club to get some guidance towards profit and get some coaching to improve on your confidence and strategy immediately. Now, if you haven't really done so, make sure you click this button here right now and join if you are not with LCMS Traders Club. Okay, I would like to say that trading can be really very lonely, but with this close-knit community ready to share and giving coaches readily available for you, you will definitely not regret this. All right. Okay, now much about LCMS Traders Club. Now let me pass it down back to Jin. He'll talk to you about more about the Euro pairs. Jin, all yours.
Good morning. Not feeling it today. Not much happening in the markets. So we are live on Facebook as well in the 4-day course group. If you are watching us on the 4-day course group live on Facebook, the links are there. I've spammed you the links. Click and join us on the Zoom call. You get to ask questions on the Zoom call as well in the chat right here. With that said, today is Tuesday. We are looking at the euro dollar. Market's not moving too much now, but it's moved significantly over the past couple of hours, past couple of candles. So looking at the news to start, forextradingasia.com. Tuesday today, we went through some of these numbers. Let me just refresh this. Let's get some updated numbers coming around. So we're looking at retail sales number, I don't know why it's not there. Pound numbers coming out today. But I don't think this will move the pound dollar too much. I'll tell you about the euro pound shortly. And then, some US numbers, home sales numbers, consumer confidence looking at a slight improvement coming around. Monetary policy statements for Japan on Wednesday, and then some US news going through tomorrow, and then Thursday, Friday, we are off for Christmas. So the main things what I want to pay attention here is that there's not big news driving markets right now. Well, no scheduled news driving markets right now, but it's the big news that's coming into play. The big news such as the Brexit, whether there's a deal or no deal, that kind of scenario in terms of trade. You saw that big drop. In the euro over the past, yesterday, because they started talking about possibly no deal. And then after that, if I scroll down from here, you see that Johnson sweetens the fisheries deal. They are trying to push a deal through. Having a no deal scenario is going to be terrible for both the Eurozone and the UK. So I do believe that they are looking to try and push through a deal, work a deal out. And that's also the reason why, throughout the past couple of weeks, I've been saying any downside, we're looking at buying opportunities for the euro and for the pound. Also following with that trend. So not a lot of things to pay attention to in terms of scheduled news or in terms of big news items apart from the pound. You know, the UK going into the lockdowns. Euro seems to be closing off from the UK again. Looks to be possibly going into a bit of a lockdown again in the Euro area. The US, with that stimulus coming around, is causing a little bit more volatility at the end of the year. Remember when I was talking about it yesterday or last week? You know, as we approach the end of the year, um, we are likely to see not so much of a consistent move upwards or consistent move downwards, but more likely to see that big spike up and then a big spike down, because liquidity will decrease, liquidity will drop, but volatility will probably increase during this period because of that lower liquidity. So putting that all that mumbo jumbo, all put it into a chart, what it means is on the Euro US on the H4 time frame, when I last spoke about it last week, right, I said that it was going to come down, test this 1.21 level. So it did that. As we spoke about it, it came down and tested this 1.21 level and then hit and bounced straight up towards the 1.2271 level. It hit that resistance exactly and turned straight back down. So that's a two-directional trade I've identified for you, downwards to hit that support before bouncing up to the next resistance level. At that resistance level, we don't expect resistance to break. We saw it coming back down off this point yesterday. Right now, it is sitting at 1.2230. At 1.2230, I don't think that we're going to see that upside on the euro dollar. Okay, I don't think we're going to see it go towards 1.2271. I think that we might actually see it sit at this point and possibly even test lower towards this 1.2147 level. Okay, so opportunity here, I would say, is quite an early opportunity. Is we're looking at maybe below the 1.2220 level, you know, a tight stop, 20 pip stop loss for a 70 pip take profit. That's the kind of trade that I'll be looking for right at this quick move. Right, let it drop below 1.2220, 20 pip stop loss, 70 pip take profit, 1:2 point something, 1:3 point something. That's the kind of trade I want to get into. All right. What you also notice here is it looks like it's forming some kind of chart pattern here as well, so it's something to pay attention to. Just a bit of a heads up why I'm looking at that turning back down is because that pattern seems to be reappearing, hitting that level, turning back down, hitting the level, turning back down, and then from the previous move, I do think that we might test one more time lower before possibly bouncing back up. So I think relatively quite straightforward on the euro. If it does break higher, I wouldn't be looking to buy, because if it does break higher, upside 40 pips there, but not significant. Any buying opportunity would have to break above 1.2270 before looking at that possible 130 pip upward move to 1.24. At this point in time, I don't think there's any triggers that could be pushing it that much higher. That's why I'm looking at it coming downwards. So that's the euro US. With the euro US done, we look at the euro pound. Euro pound, I'm super happy about this trade, right? I did not adjust any of these lines at all. I'm super happy about this trade. Last week said I was going to go up, test 9122, hit that exactly, for it to come back down, test 9024, did that exactly, and for it to go off 9024 towards 9214, and it did that exactly to a T. So upwards, downwards, upwards again. You can see that once it hit upwards at this 9214 level, it came straight back in. It is now back inside that 9122 range. I do anticipate that at this point, similar to how the euro dollar is possibly going to move, we could see it at 9122, staying within that range and possibly heading down again towards 9024 level. At this point, let it, I'll move this down a little bit. At this point, let it go to below 9100. You have a 30 pip stop loss for a 60 pip take profit. Risk reward 1:2. All right. Give it a little bit more time. It's not ready at this point in time now. Let it go below 9100 for that 30 pip stop loss and that 60 pip take profit. Couple of minutes, 15 more pips to go before you would be looking into jumping into that trade. So as we approach the end of the year, keep your trades a bit more managed, keep your trades a bit more tight and active, actively manage them a bit more. We talk about the pound dollar tomorrow. So you can see the pound dollar has shot down, hit my support level, bounced straight back up. What is it going to do at this 13432 level? I'll tell you more about that tomorrow as we go through the pound dollar and also, whether there's any news or trade ideas or trade deals that might be happening for the UK. So with that said, I'll pass it back to Daniel. Wait, I saw Andy ask a question. What's my opinion on trend on the H1 for the euro dollar H1 trend? I'll share this chart again. So euro dollar H1 trend, I would say that looking at it right now, it's came down quite significantly, bounced straight back up. Over the past couple of days, it's really had that volatility, but I would still look towards that downward move. Hence my analysis on that move downwards. That would still be a big counter trend trade as the past week and the past couple of weeks has been moving upwards. So possible counter trend, but be a bit more careful, especially because it's that counter trend trade. All right. So with that said, I'll pass it back to Daniel.
Okay, great. So thanks, Jin. We have a very nice Euro USD and Euro Pound trade idea. So just follow about it. But remember to do your own analysis. Okay, so I have already issued the review questions. Please let me know how you think about this webinar. Okay, so by the way, a recording for those who are new here, a recording of this video will be uploaded. So thank you for joining this session. See you tomorrow. Looking forward to see you then. Bye.